SMA. That would be pretty brutal for a lot of people out there and unfortunate indeed for the markets. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Look, are we in a crypto winter? Most of that comes down to risk on, risk off. Bitcoin looked really great over the last 24 hours. And it suffered due to really, I think, the stock market more than anything else. At this stage, we're kind of in this point. Obviously, there could be more pain to come between that 900, 1,000 days. Historically, very bad after the halving event. We'll continue to just bring that up so we've got it. And Bitcoin's currently still holding the downward trend. So this is really all that super support. It rallied through that resistance. So this is the 41.5. And at that point, it looks set to go towards 45. It stops at 43 because of the stock market and then just gets tanked. I mean, that's really what happened. The stock market stopped you here. And you can kind of tell because you look at BTC shorts, it's not like the whales were coming in and placing any more shorts. In fact, they were reducing positions, which is usually a positive sign for the Bitcoin position. And Bitcoin held up the best. I mean, really, you look at it versus Ethereum. Ethereum's back on support. They all look bad on these candles. If you want to stay out of these markets, I wouldn't blame you. I mean, it's really all about earnings. And sometimes that's a risk that are you willing to take? Is it more of a gamble? Is it an educated guess? You know, what are you doing in these markets? Clarity is something that we talk about a lot here. And sometimes you have it and sometimes you don't. But when you know bigger news is coming forward, and if that news ends up being positive, you can kind of see the knock-on effect. Think about the banks so far in earnings season. They've held up relatively well. Think about the airlines. They've held up really well. Each one has been reporting really, really well. And that's pushed jets to being one of the best performers over the next 2 weeks or last 2 weeks. I guess it would be by now. So some exceptional kind of trades there and ideas, but really it's just about getting clarity and knowing where that money flow is and whether you can see something that makes sense and is going to follow through. At this point, most of these markets are confused. They're waiting for that big bit of earnings news. And I think there's caution in the air from that perspective. If you haven't already, come and follow us at FX Evolution on Twitter. We're getting close to 5,000 followers. Thanks to you guys. So thank you so much. And in terms of news for the end of the week, there's not really that much coming out. So Fed Powell's done the damage. Obviously, they say don't fight the Fed. At this stage, it looks like tech just continuously gets hit and there isn't really much respite for it. Will Friday rally? A lot of it has to do with whether they want to make maximum profit off options, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we're out of the woods yet on bearish movement. It's all down to the earnings in the next week. Thanks so much. Subscribe if you enjoyed today's video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.